Welcome to Coffee Havoc number 2. This is the only video that I'm going to make for tonight about the coronavirus. I initially had another video that was going, but some asshole didn't see the damn lights. That asshole would be my mother. As fucking clockwork would have it, perfect fucking timing, so she ruined the video. I will put that up as a blooper. Now, in the other video, I touched on some hardcore facts. And it really hurt my feelings that I have to fear that my Asian friends are in imminent danger of being assaulted because of their Asian heritage, and that everyone is of Asian descent is in racial danger, which I was going into on the video before somebody fracked it up. So let me pick it up from where I left off. I like to coin the term ABA. If you are Asian, then you should know what this means. If you're not Asian, here's your freaking lesson. ABA means American Born Asian. Now, a lot of you who are being attacked may have never been out of America, which means you're American Born Asian and your family just haven't decided you're going to go visit your ancestral home unless you are actually Native American, which means your ancestral home is right smack dead here and Native Americans are Asian biologically. Anyhow, so, freaking... I also mentioned that there had been racist attacks on Asians throughout this whole coronavirus panic thing. And that's why I'm worried, because I have a lot of Asian friends. I have a lot of Asian friends. I love them like family because they're more family to me than my family actually have been. And it worries me that I don't know if they're going to make it home because of the racist shit that this coronavirus has unleashed amongst Americans. Like I said in the other video, there's a video where a woman was attacked in the subway at Chinatown because she was wearing a mask and because she's Asian. And I made a video about this like weeks ago. I want to say months ago, but at least weeks ago. I think it made it before I went to GalaxyCon. And then freaking I did another video about an Asian man who was attacked by a black guy, but that had nothing to do with it. And I wanted to touch on the one about the black guy who sprayed the Asian man with Febreze on the subway. This is ridiculous. We are going to die from panic, which I also said in the other video, before we die from the coronavirus, because everybody's panicking and everybody's being racist and everybody's attacking Asians because it manifested in Wuhan, China, and it magically got around the world because no one really knew what the fuck was happening until it smacked us in the face. So here's what you do need to know, is that panic is not helping, and everybody's panicking right now. Today on the Today Show, I watched how people were fighting over toilet paper. I turned around and watched that same stuff hours later on Inside Edition. We're fighting over toilet paper, people. When in doubt, baby wipes. See that box right there? Loaded to the gill and baby wipes. You can still wipe your ass, you just can't flush them down the toilet unless you get the biodegradable kinds. Alright? Remember that. We need to stop panicking and start looking for solutions. We figured out the cause. Now we need to find a solution. We need to find treatment. We need to find a way to figure out how we can fix this issue instead of having a reassertion of SARS, Severe Asian Racist Syndrome. Thank you, Margaret Cho. And, we need to get our shit together. Like I said, I got a lot of Asian friends. A lot of them. And Native Americans are Asian. So technically, since I'm part Cherokee, that puts me in that category. But since most of you guys don't know what the fuck I am, that's awesome. But we really got to start looking out for our friends. We have to start looking out for our family. And more importantly, we need to stop panicking about the coronavirus and start working on a cure. Because as long as we're going to be panicking about it, we're not going to be able to cure it because the panic is going to kill us before anything else. First rule of engagement against a disease: contain it, treat it, and then mass produce the treatment. Because as you all know, and if you don't know, now you will know, there truly is no cure for diseases. There are treatments to make them subside, and eventually your antibodies will get them out of your body. However, if there was truly cures, we wouldn't have the common cold. We wouldn't have a thing called flu season. There is no cure for herpes. So there's definitely no cure for the flu. There's no cure for the final treatment. And when you get a flu shot, you might not know this, which is why I don't get the flu shot, is they give you a minute strand of the flu so that your body can build up antibodies to it so that you won't catch the flu. However, there's more than one type of fucking flu because sometimes the flu mutates, just as all viruses and colds and things like that. I am not a doctor, but I read because I don't have really friends and I don't have much of a life. And the life I want, I don't have right now, but I'm working on it. But the truth of the matter is, panic will destroy us before the coronavirus even gets a foothold. You know, I watched the news the other day and some lady had a brilliant idea. Hear me out. It might be a brilliant idea. From where I stand, I'm on the fence on that because she said just infect everyone with it so that our antibodies could cure it and go on. Now, to be honest, that might work. However, we don't know if everybody has the proper antibodies that will make them immune enough to fight the system of the antibodies being released into the bloodstream to fight the disease. Some people are not immune to a lot of things. Some of us are. And for those who are, we got a fighting chance. For those who aren't, we don't have a fighting chance. And if you're like me and don't know what side of the fence you fall on in that, I don't want to take the chance. The thing is, though, panic. Everyone is panicking. And I mean everyone. Everyone is panicking. They're panicking about toilet paper. They're panicking about what color you are. They're spraying Asians on buses and trains with freaking Febreze. They're attacking people in subways. They're just all out fracked up. I've seen some other things on certain videos where they have everybody in these hazmat suits. I've seen something where the whole state, city, whatever, continent, country, had a big truck. You know, like they have a street sweeper, but this is not a street sweeper. It's like like kind of like a gasoline type truck, and it's spraying like the whole block, the cars and everything. And I'm sitting and I'm like, Lord, you know, you can disinfect into the clouds. The clouds turn gray, but the fact of the matter is, if you're not seeding the sky, you're not really doing anything because the germs are still going to be in the air. The entire human body is covered with 10,000 germs. Whether you believe that or not is a whole nother ball game. But no matter where you go, you're going to get germs. You know, you can walk around a hazmat all the time, but eventually you're going to have to take that shit off. And when you take it off, the germs that are still in the air, the germs that are still in the suit, even after sterilization, there are still going to be germs. Because germs are microscopic and you really can't get rid of them. Skin flakes, germs. Everything you touch, germs. And we're panicking because we're afraid of trying to fix the problem. We decide to cause more problems. Assaulting someone because they are Asian, that's not fixing the problem. That's causing more problems. And especially if you don't even know if that person is actually from China or Native American or just mixed. Or better yet, you know, you don't know if they've ever left the country. And here we are, panicking. And panic, chaos, and disorder comes before annihilation. And if we're all so busy trying to beat up on people who we think may have caused a problem when we don't know if it's them or not, you know, what are we doing? We're killing ourselves. We're hurting our friends. We're hurting other people's friends and families because we are afraid that we're going to catch something that is a pandemic now, or epidemic, or whatever you want to call it. But the problem was, as soon as it got started, it should have been taken care of. People should have been on there. Now you got people and touching elevators or spitting all over elevators and stuff. And you know, I'm a germaphobe anyway. You know, there's Perel in this backpack. You know, there is Perel in here. Yeah, I'm still in college. Sadly, I'm studying a degree that I don't want. It might not be Perel exactly. That's liquid Band-Aid. But it's still hand sanitizer. And I have not used that once since the damn coronavirus. When I go to the bathroom, I use soap and water. You know, the thing about the disease is mostly it has affected people with upper respiratory problems and more elderly than young people. And the thing about that, you know, anyway, had to get that off my mind. Looking at my crushes page. The whole point is, we can't give in to fear and panic, because the second that we do, what's going on now is what's going to keep going on. And we're going to keep having this issue until we fix it. We can't fix it if we're fighting each other, if we're hurting each other, if we're hurting people who may have the ability to make the cure. But if you're wiping everybody out and beating everybody up, they have to heal. And if they can't heal, they can't fix us. But we, as people, need to, one, grow up. Two, we need to figure out what the hell is wrong with the world and get the cure straight, And then, maybe then we can all have sunshine and rainbows and smiley faces and stop panicking and attacking people and spraying them with Febreze and doing all kinds of other stuff because we are afraid of each other. We need to be humane. We need to stop being douchebags. We need to get our shit together. We need to combat this cure as a group of human beings and be very humane and civil about it, instead of going off into the sunset and going rogue and deciding, hey, well, this person has it because they're Chinese. That person could be Korean. Oh, I'm going to get this person because they're Chinese. That person could be Japanese. I'm going to get this person because they're from China. That person could be Indonesian or Malaysian or Hawaiian or Samoan. That person could be from India. No. We need to grow up, and we need to stop panicking over the coronavirus and start working with greater, calmer, collective heads on finding treatment. And final note, the coronavirus is like a martial art fight. Fight smarter, not harder. You're basically going in for the win. If you're going to keep fighting harder, the harder you fight against the disease, the easier it is for the disease to sneak up on you when you least expect it and take you out. If we don't work together, we'll all die together. Now, there has been some fatalities with this coronavirus, but there's also been some ruthless and senseless attacks on people who have nothing to do with it. We need to get together as people and discover treatment and possibly a cure and a way to combat it without killing each other. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2, BC and U.